Yo, what's up guys, it is your boy Ender Maurice here in today's video. I wanted to pretty much make an apology video and talk about, how I want to change and be a better person and how I'm actually serious about this. I actually want to change and be a better person and, I just want to, keep pushing forward and, keep grinding. Like, for example, by grinding, I mean like grind on TikTok since I can't really work right now because my mom won't let me, but I'm gonna go get deep into that. Just wanted to, push forward, be a better person, grind, and hopefully if I ever meet new people, I would, hopefully they're good people. But I just want to avoid, making the same mistakes again and stuff like that. As everyone already knows, I have done a lot of stuff. So this apology video is for people from like 6 years ago, 3 years ago, and people currently from now. I know I've done some things. I can't really remember everything I have done, but if there's one thing I do remember that I know I do is, talk a lot of mess. And you guys know me, I'm a mess talker. So that's not really surprising. I talk mess about everybody. The thing is though, it's like if I talk mess about someone, like I just make sure that because let's just say a person snitches on me and be like, oh yeah, he was talking mess about you saying all this. Like I don't really care. I'll be like, yeah, like I did say that, or I'll let the person know in their face. But 9 times out of 10, the second option already happens because people beat me to it. Like when they snitch and tell the other person like, oh yeah, he was talking mess about you and stuff like that. So this video is an apology video to everyone from 6 years ago, 3 years ago, and people from now. Moving on from people now. I wanted to say I just wanted to say I apologize. I was pretty much, I mean, I'm still young, but I was young and dumb as hell. I apologize for all the jokes I have made that you really shouldn't be joking about, or things that aren't even considered jokes because how messed up they are. Because I know my humor was pretty fucked. So yeah, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the fucked up jokes I've made, or the fucked up jokes I made about people and what they've been through. It's not okay to joke about stuff like that. And like I said, I want to really be a better person. I want to help people out, heal others, and give people hope that there's more to live. Like even if because around this time, I noticed that around this time everyone's not doing all right. Everyone's not doing okay, and I just want to be there and help people. One thing about me is I'm a very good listener. Even though there's times where I listen too fast or listen too slow. What I mean by that is when I listen too fast, it's like I pretty much try to predict what the person is gonna say. Like I already know what they're gonna say, but then they say something completely different. Or when I listen too slow, like I pretty much zone out a little bit, but not really. But like I'm listening, but I think that tends to happen only like if a person doesn't get straight to the point, or like if they don't like just say what's wrong. You know what I mean? So yeah, I tend to do that sometimes. So I've been trying to work on that for years and years and years. But I am a very good listener. I always listen. I'm always there for people when they need me the most. But I am horrible at comforting a person. Horrible at it. Because I never really been comforted ever in my life. Well, I have by my mom, but like physically though, like my mom always taught me like give a person a hug, tell them everything's gonna be all right. So I guess you could say she did teach me with words, but like she mainly taught me how to physically comfort people, to give them a hug, let them know it's okay, and just be there and have them just cry out their tears, or have them let their emotions out if they're not sad but angry or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I am a good listener and I always will be there. And if that's one thing people need the most, is someone who will listen and be there. which I have those two things, but with the comfort part, I'll try my best. But hey, I suck at it with words. I'm terrible with my words. I gotta work on that too. And I, again, for the situation that happened between my brothers and my girlfriend, again, I'm apologizing, to all three of them, and I'm sorry for the way things ended. I genuinely am. I wish things changed. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about it, and because it's a situation between all three of us, so I'm not gonna make a whole video about it or whatever, But one thing I will say is hopefully no one is talking shit, making the story one-sided. Hopefully no one is, putting bad stuff on my name, because if that's the case, I will be telling the whole story, but I will be giving the full context, and I would be pulling out messages and stuff to prove my point and to explain like why I did this or why I did that, or why, or like why, like, my brothers did this, for example, or why my girlfriend did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly wouldn't mind just doing that if people are gonna like sit here and lie and I give context for the full story and make it seem like I'm just a fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? Because with me, I tell the full story. If I fuck up, I fuck up. I'm gonna let people know that I fucked up. If the other person fucked up, I'm gonna let I'm gonna say, the person fucked up. If me and this other person both made fuck ups, I'm gonna, admit that. I'm not gonna make a story one-sided. I'm gonna give you full context to what the fuck I did. But like I said, aside from that, not saying that they're doing this shit. I'm just saying, like, if they are doing this shit, then I wouldn't mind giving out the full story. Anywho, I'm gonna be grinding on TikTok, doing my own thing. Like I said, my goal was to always become famous, but like Michael Jackson type of famous, where the whole world knew me, like the entire world, like especially like literally people that aren't even born yet. Because I know there's a joke because there was like a little joke going around saying that like Michael Jackson's fans are not even born yet. Let that sink in. And low key, those people are right, but that's how famous I want to be, to the point where people who aren't even born literally know me. You know what I'm saying? But but the reason why I always wanted to be that famous was because I wanted my name to be important. I pretty much wanted to be somebody. And because, I always wanted to heal others, help other people. And because, how, like famous people, like most famous people have a lot of money and stuff. And honestly, I honestly want to just help people in need who need money. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to just, change the world and like influence other people to do what I did, to like work hard if you want to be good at something. If you aren't really a kid that isn't born with talent, you know what I mean? If you aren't like a prodigy, or if you aren't a kid born with all these talents and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that was my original goal. But my second goal was, if I don't get famous, like I still do want to help people. But I wanted to become an engineer, and because go do that, but still help other people in need. Like I said, I want to be a better person, and I just want to be better for other people. Now, obviously, since this is an apology video, I'm saying sorry for all the mess I have talked about everybody. I also want to say that if someone talks mess about me, like literally in front of me, people already know 9 times out of 10 I just let it slide because I don't want drama to happen or any arguments. But if I do defend myself when the person was talking mess about me first, then that's different. That's not me talking mess. That's just me defending myself. There's a difference. I know a lot of people are gonna fucking try to use that as an excuse, like, oh, what happened to change? And like, didn't you say you weren't talking mess about people? Like, that's not talking mess. I'm just defending myself. If a person talking mess about me, I'm standing up for myself. Now, if a person talks mess behind my back or anything like that, again, it's fine. I'm not really gonna take it personal or to heart. And because at the end of the day, it's like, it's whatever. If a person doesn't like me, they don't like me. It is what it is. And another thing too is that I wanted to say is that instead of talking mess about a person, I rather just, you know, if I don't like them, I rather just tell them like straight about like the certain things I don't like about their, you know, about them, like, you know what I mean. But other than that, man, this is an apology video. I know this video is only 10 minutes so far. I know this may seem like a half-assed apology because, like I said, I don't really remember everything I have done, but I pointed out the main thing I do, which was talk mess about people. And like I said, I am genuinely sorry for that and the other things I have done. And I made some mistakes, and then there's other things that I've done that were fucked up that I should not have done. Same with humor joke, that the jokes I made that shouldn't even be joked about. I'm very sorry about that, and I apologize. And I hope everyone can forgive me. You know, anyone that, you know, from 6 years ago, from 3 years ago, or people from now. I hope you guys can genuinely forgive me, and I hope, you know, we can just push forward. And, you know, I just hope everyone's doing good, you know, living life to their fullest. I don't really have any hatred towards anyone. I don't really like hold grudges or anything like that. Another thing too I wanted to work on was, you know, when I play video games, but like, because I take video games seriously, like a little too seriously, so I want to work on that. Like, I want to work on trying not to be toxic when I play video games, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to, like, you know, work on that, because I tend to say some toxic things when I, like, get too deep into the game. And, I just wanted to say, to everyone from, you know, the past and people from now, I know we haven't are on good terms. I know we haven't really had, and I know things ended off with bad memories, but I just want to say thank you guys for all the good memories that you know, I made, for all the good memories we made. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get those back. Those are honestly the best memories ever that I had with you guys. And honestly, you can't get that back, honestly. Now, since I am trying to become a better person, I really hope, I mean, I know there are going to be those types of people who can take advantage of that, but I really hope that nobody takes advantage of it, even though, you know, this is a cold world we do live in. Hopefully no one takes advantage of that, because, again, I just want to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is pretty much my redemption arc, I guess, but also my healing arc, too, where I'm just becoming better, healing, but slowly but surely. And, you know, I just want to be there for everyone and just, you know, give everybody hope and make them think about the positive side and not the negatives, you know, more positives than negatives, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I don't know what else to say, honestly. This is just my apology to everyone, and my apology for the things I have done, for me talking so much stuff too, talking so much stuff about about people, especially behind their back. Even if a person did snitch and I did stand behind that, you know, still I regret doing all those things. And, you know, we were all young and stupid, honestly. You know, we were all kids, we were all teens, you know, we were all young and, you know, dumb. You know, we did dumb stuff. There were some situations we handled maturely, and then there's some situations where we handled where it wasn't really mature. But at the same time, I'm not using, you know, like me being young as an excuse for me to do fucked up stuff. I'm definitely not using that as an excuse, but I'm just saying, I only say that because, you know, again, we were all kids, we were all teens, we all did stupid shit, and we all did stuff that we honestly regret that we can go back and fix. So I just honestly regret the shit that I did. But my thing is, though, if you are young and you are aware the shit you're doing is fucked up, and you're using an excuse like, oh, I'm young, what do you expect? Then yeah, that's not an excuse at that point. That's you pretty much admitting that you're aware what you're doing is fucked up, but you just don't care. That's different, you know what I'm saying? Aside from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. This video really isn't that long compared to the other ones. I know my other videos be like 20-30 minutes long of me yapping with the gameplays. But you know, I hope everyone's doing good. Hopefully you guys are living life to its fullest. I hope everyone's at peace, chilling, doing their own thing. I hope whatever goal people have, you know, they reach it. And I believe you guys can reach your goals, you know, whatever you put your mind into it. I believe it is possible. I believe anything's possible. I don't believe nothing's impossible. It just takes time, and obviously you're gonna have to grind your ass off to get what you want to get, you know what I mean? Especially if you want to be good at like a certain thing or something, you know. But yeah, that is today's video. It is your boy Ender Maurice. If you are new, make sure you like, comment, and or subscribe. It is your boy Ender Maurice, and hey, I'm out. Peace. I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Take care. Stay blessed.